Pisces, something inside you already knows this is not just another moment passing by. The next 48 hours could change everything, not because someone said so, but because your soul has already begun the shift. The stirring in your chest, the foggy dreams, the restless silence, none of it is random. If you're here, watching, listening, it's because part of you is already crossing the threshold. You felt it, didn't you? That tingle that something is coming. That weight you can't name. Comment your date of birth and zodiac sign below. Pisces, because this transformation begins when you declare your presence. This isn't a metaphor. It's not poetic fluff. It's a calling. Something immense is unfolding in your path, and it's not waiting for your permission. That inner whisper, the one that's been louder lately, is guiding you toward change. But to fully step through, you need to surrender the illusion of control. You've been trying to figure it all out in your mind, of visualizing, anticipating, calculating every outcome, and it's left you exhausted. The first key in these next 48 hours is to quiet the mental chaos and open the gates of your intuition. Logic won't unlock what's coming. Only trust can, and you're already feeling the pull. One part of you wants to leap, to risk, to follow the scent of something new. But another part is scared, clinging to old fears, familiar excuses. Both voices are afraid, but only one believes. Which one will you feed? Because soon, you'll have to let go. Maybe of a pattern, a role you've outgrown, or a connection that's anchored you too long. If you resist, it will only erupt stronger. The signs are already there. Sudden emotions, unexpected tears, outbursts that seem to come from nowhere, those are your soul's signals. They are not breakdowns. They are breakthroughs. To be clear, Pisces, this shift isn't waiting for validation. It doesn't care if you're ready. It's here, and it's sacred. So breathe and say it with me in the comments. Sky, Pisces, open my path to what is being born. If you haven't yet, subscribe to Arcana of Pisces because what you'll hear next might be the peace your spirit has been craving. Let's go deeper into the fire. You've been standing on the edge of something for a while now, hearing messages meant just for you, feeling disconnected from what once made sense. This emotional fog, it's not confusion, it's a clearing. Old energies are surfacing. Emotions you've buried are rising, not to torment you, but to be released. Nostalgia, regret, sadness for things you never got to live, it's all making space for rebirth. Because, Pisces, the second key is emotional, and this one asks everything of you. You're being asked to feel what you once denied, to admit what you told yourself was fine, to revisit those silent betrayals when you bit your tongue, when you chose peace over truth, when you said yes while your soul screamed no. This time, you must look it all in the eye. Because what is coming doesn't fit inside a heart cluttered with old wounds. And healing requires honesty. So if you need to cry, do it. If your hands tremble as you write the letter you'll never send, that's okay. Movement doesn't always look like action. Sometimes it looks like stillness, tears, silence. Like finally letting go. Like no longer numbing what hurts. The pain surfacing now is not your enemy, it's your teacher. And every time you let yourself feel, you release a layer of the false self. You become lighter, freer. Midway through this transformation, Pisces, pause and breathe. Give this video a like, not out of habit, but as a quiet ritual, an acknowledgement that you are here, that you're ready, that something inside you is shifting. Your sensitivity is not a flaw, it's your compass. It's how you've always known what others couldn't name yet. And now, it's how you'll navigate this rebirth. The third key is subtle, but powerful, energetic. You've been absorbing, releasing, recalibrating. You may feel tired, dizzy, irritable without cause. That's because your frequency is shifting. Your energy is demanding purity, intention, clarity. You can't carry old vibrations into this new space. You can't keep leaking energy through thoughts, people, or habits that dim your light, and you know exactly what I mean. Some spaces drain you. Some conversations pull you backwards. Some connections, once sacred, now feel suffocating. It's time, Pisces, to cleanse, to unplug, to choose differently, not out of ego, but out of survival. You are not obligated to remain accessible to energies that confuse your path. And love without boundaries is not love, it's self-erasure. You've given too much of yourself without return. Now it's time to reclaim. And how do you cleanse? With truth. You look at what no longer serves and you bless it, then you release it. You stop replaying the past. You stop trying to fix what only depletes you. You choose silence when noise doesn't serve. You rest when your body begs. You listen. You breathe. You protect your light. Every no you speak to what drains you becomes a yes to your evolution. And Pisces, evolution is here. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. These 48 hours are not ordinary. They are holy. A portal is opening, and if you don't step through, life will push you. It won't wait for you to be comfortable. And when it pushes, it may hurt, but in that pain is liberation. Everything around you is responding to your inner shift. Conversations will echo your truth. New possibilities will arrive. You'll sense a vibration you've never felt before, and it will demand a decision. The question is, do you trust yourself enough to choose? Even if you don't see the whole map, even if no one else understands. Because, Pisces, this time, you're not choosing out of fear or desperation. You're choosing out of alignment, out of love, out of power. That changes everything. Subscribe now to *** Arcana of Pisces ***, and let this message be the sign you've been waiting for. There's one final piece, the piece that makes everything else fall into place. Nothing will truly shift until you decide you're worthy. You can receive all the signs, all the blessings, but if you don't believe they're for you, you'll miss them. That belief, Pisces, is the seed, and today, it's time to plant it. You didn't come here to blend in. You didn't come to ask for crumbs. You came to radiate with a light that only you carry. You came to become the version of yourself who doesn't shrink in the presence of others' doubts. So go to the mirror, look into your own eyes, and say it out loud. **, I am ready for everything I deserve. **, say it even if your voice shakes. Say it even if a part of you doesn't yet believe. Because the moment you do, something anchors. What's coming may not look the way you expected. It might arrive as loss, as a goodbye, as a closed door. But trust, every ending is an invitation. Every release makes room. And if you're awake, if your heart is open, you'll understand. You'll finally see the reason behind every storm, every silence, every no. Pisces, everything you once whispered to the universe in your loneliest moments is being heard. But now, the universe asks something of you in return, your participation. You must meet it halfway, not with control, but with surrender. Not with fear, but with willingness. Not with doubt, but with presence. These 48 hours are a sacred threshold. Step through them with reverence. Now, Pisces, as we close the sacred spiral of transformation, I invite you to comment below this final affirmation. **, Pisces, surrender to the new with trust, love, and courage. **, let that be your seal. Let that be your soul's vow. And as this message comes to a close, remember to like this video, not for vanity, but to echo your readiness into the digital ether. And if you haven't already, subscribe to ** Arcana of Pisces **, because the tides are shifting and you, dreamer, feel them first.